Wow, that looks really good.
And also it's very smooth.
Hello Drone Racers, I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101 I want to let you know I just got a Mavic and I'm getting ready to review it. But first I'm going to review this drone, which isn't a Mavic. See, it's actually quite a bit smaller. This is the Eachine E58 and it is, let's say, Mavic inspired. It's not really made to compete with the Mavic, it's just kind of a look-alike. And it does look a lot like a Mavic. It even folds up pretty much the same way. Let's see, how's this go? See that it even folds up to look Mavic-ish, and it makes it a really nice small, it's not the smallest pocket drone, but it's also one of the best featured. We've got LED lights in the front, we've got a 2 megapixel camera, there is a 0.3 megapixel camera. Please, for the love of God, don't buy that, buy the 2 megapixel camera version. Nice red LED in the back, battery on the, well, wait, no. It looks like there's a battery on the top like the Mavic, but it's not. That is the power button, the battery slot is in the back. This will do FPV to your phone. It does not have analog transmission, so I expect some latency. But it also, what surprised me, I didn't realize, it has an SD slot on the bottom, so you can put that in so it will record the camera locally. That's something a lot of these don't have, and I think that will really separate this one for being able to record locally onto the camera so you can get some good video. It'll do 720p video, which is okay. I mean, it's not spectacular, it's not 4K like the Mavic, but 720p will look okay. The FPV will probably be just good enough to tell where you are, but not to fly and race around with. But I have something in mind in order to get the best of both worlds. We'll see if that works out. It comes with a really nice control that's pretty easy to use. These antennas are fake. They don't do anything. But it does have a holder for your phone, so you can put your phone in here, get it connected in. Connects via Wi-Fi. The app then will connect via Wi-Fi to the drone, but then the radio will control the drone itself, so it gives you really good control and ability to fly it around with FPV. It'll lock on. So this is definitely a selfie drone. This is not a full-fledged racer by any means at all. This is what you get for your nephew. Okay, or your dad who wants to play around with a drone and you want to have it, you fly around a little bit and have some fun with it, but you're not going to get into racing. It could be a first stepping stone, and we're going to take a look at what you would do for that. And it might be, if I ever get around to my FPV at any price series, a good option for a really low budget intro into FPV, but not using the app. We'll get to that in again. So enough of that, let's go fly it around, see how it looks, and move on from there.
There's speed 3, fast though, look at it go.
Wow. And also
Gonna scare the birds. Can I start the recording? Wow, that looks really good.
And also it's very smooth.
So there the oh, I like the lights in the front so I can see it pointing at us. That's kind of handy. Yeah, that thing's pretty slick. Wow, look at it go.
Can I try to fly it?
Yep. I'm gonna land it. Press this button to land it. There we go. There you go. Ready? So this button takes off, and then this button goes up and down and yaws up this way.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Same thing. Yep. There you go. It's all yours. Don't crash it. Don't go too far either. Now you have to yaw it. There you go. Now it's facing straight at us. So the controls are backwards. Okay. Now stop. Yaw it so the red's facing us again. Angle's not very good though, is it? Okay, don't go. Stop. That's too far. Turn around and come back. Remember, there's a delay. Oh, where is it? So we got to see the limitation because I still have no FPV view, see? It still hasn't updated, so FPV on this is not very good, which is what you would expect. But it flies really nice, and it stays really stable. It needs a better FPV view though. Should we upgrade its FPV?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that. So now we know how far it'll go. Thank goodness it won't go any further. It'd be on the highway. That'd be bad. That'd be very, very bad.
Okay, so it flies really nice. The DVR recording built into it looks really good, but the FPV is just not good. On the little screen, there's too much latency. Once it lost connection, it lost connection. We just had to crash it just so we didn't lose it completely. It needs a better FPV option. So here's what I've done. I did a little bit of trial and error to get here. So this is a Boldclash camera. You can see it here. This is a Boldclash TX camera all-in-one FPV combo, and it ends up being perfect for this situation. This is the F08. Links down below, of course. It is an FPV camera, transmitter, and somewhere here, where is it? Oh yeah, you can just barely see it in there. There's actually a DVR slot too, so you'll also get DVR footage. Now all I did was take some double stick tape and just stick it right to the top of this thing. And it held on just fine. It would probably be a good idea to run a rubber band or zip tie or something else around it, maybe another layer to hold it in place, but for today, that worked just fine for me. This needs power, it needs 5 volts, so I used a 1S LiPo, so I mean 4.2 volts. This was plenty of power for it. The one I have has a circular antenna. It also comes with a linear antenna in case you want to put it on. That looks difficult to me. It's not a snap-on. You've actually got to solder that dude, so I'm going with the circular. 1S LiPo. I think these cords came with it. I'm not sure. My stuff tends to kind of get all combined together, so I think I got this, and then this is just a 1S battery. It is a Pico 1.25 connector on this one for the one that it came with. I prefer the 2.0, but whatever. This will work just fine, so we're gonna go try that and see how it turns out.
Oh.
I heard like something in the pellet.
Yeah, they just unfolded. So here we go, that's pretty good. Now this is all in angle mode. I'm in slow mode right now. There's fast mode.
Should we do a speed test with this?
Why is not? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Fast mode. I don't think this will hold the speed gun. I think that's probably going to be too heavy for it, but it holds this camera just fine. Huh. This worked pretty slick, and then if I want a nice steady footage, I can do that. Oh, I'm not using the screen at all. I'm using the camera, but man, this works really, really well. What are you doing?
I'm sitting on the back.
You see him?
Well, soccer mode.
Stuff I wouldn't do with a racing drone. Pretty slick. This, I think, is an awesome combination.
Dad, I see some little snowflakes coming down.
Oh, probably. It's been snowing all day. So if I want to go up and get a view, I don't know. I do not want to accidentally end up on the roof, though. It would be a shame to end up on the roof.
Yeah, because on how good it is.
Because then I'd have to climb up and get it. So we'll turn down to speed 1.
How do
We would have to get a ladder. We would have to borrow the neighbor's ladder.
So I'm gonna say for really casual FPV, this makes a pretty nice little combination. The camera with the real 5.8 analog camera gives you a really good FPV experience. I mean, there's no latency. It works as well as anything else. The recording on that works okay. I think the recording on the camera built in, as long as you get the 2 megapixel, is better. I mean, I would say you fly with this one, and you might DVR it anyway, just in case, and then you record with this, because when it's good, when it's connected, this is the 2 megapixels at 720p. It's a little better than what we've got here. By comparison, I would say this is a little better, but for FPV, this was not good at all, especially when it cut out and just stopped working completely. This kept going and worked for a good long time. So it's a really easy connection to do. I was really happy with it, and this thing is really cool. Now, this isn't my exact type of drone. This is not the equivalent of a Spark. So this one's gonna end up in a giveaway eventually, just because, I mean, if you can afford a Spark is way better than this. But since I've done the first review of these Eachine E series pocket selfie drones, they have come a long way, and this one is pretty darn slick. So if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below, and let me know what goggles you would put with this. Would you go the absolute cheapest route, like the VR006? I've recommended the VR007 before, but I think I'm probably going to switch to the EV800. For about 60 bucks, they're less than $40 less than the EV800D, and I think if you're going ultra cheap, that might be a new, better option for the cheapest starter. For about $20 more, $10 more than the 0607, I think the 800 are great. I think the EV800D is the way to go, but the EV800 sounds good, and I hope to prove that here soon. Anyway, until next time, remember.
Woo-wee! There we go. Okay, that was a little scary.